Fellas, welcome you to Newsarenagh. You're live on broadcast from the home of Newsarenagh, and you can see my brother here. Brother, can you introduce yourself to our people?
Hello, my name is Felix. Felix, you can call me Felix or KJ. I'm here with my brother to do a live stream with him.
Okay. And see, since I am on Newsarenagh, the latest news of Bremo, says I am and then you're called live on critical issues or critical topics. I have been discussing now, brother. You be ready?
Yeah.
Sunset. With the baby to number two. Now, we know three never from my background. For Newsarenagh for the you see three na the boy bra. Yeah, the no focus here. See so. And quickly no, Seven. On the way, about 14 times one the Vietnam say. I mean, just one video no. About girl no, any your friend saying teacher no, headmaster of KiDi University, headmaster, assistant headmaster. Yes. On no, kwanya kitamudi kitamudi boni. Video no all over. Now. One can say, this kind of actor, like how do you feel? Say a whole headmaster, like Akwaboah Jnr or Baah, like young, very young child like that. Now only in the worst idea, like if imagine say, like if your sister was up. I don't know where your boys conversation. You ever call on boys level. What I say, and he like. But take it like say if your sister will this kind of thing happen, what do you feel?
The thing is, I don't know. First of all, as a headmaster, you shouldn't have any right to be able to touch the children or like take absolute control over the children in such a way. One year they cry because
you say
your opinion.
You say like as a teacher, as a
headmaster,
you for no.
I said we don't can call boys no. More class na nka ebia yen ka say but ebia nka obi be sample nka ebia na students no won say in the taisi class near the classroom near their boyfriend girlfriend but as a headmaster as an assistant headmaster
I say we have for some so we say no like you no according to what you are saying we say if like say boys would be anka it's not a bad idea but and just say like boys in normal school no it's allowed and
it is absolutely not allowed but now come here check
so boys any girls all school more
sample okay on assistant headmaster so na me pass me check if somebody is supposed to if this news is supposed to come out na say Becca so obi ni obi akoye bibia na nka ebia e beti an say oh boys no more class and girls no omo yes ade na achi omo na punish omo but as a headmaster one can say mo punish you be now yes at the end there young for us when you there say like it's
but don't you think say ebia akwala fail of age is of age because akwala na kasa we share video no here me just watch video no pa one say akwala na kasa the child video no so and okay beside that what the video are point say akwala no kasa no and Kolano my bad this generation because that's their lifestyle. Because there's a video I cover almost school. Now the Kolano back the almost can't cry mama pass and go further then.
Yeah, it's a trend about
and it's like wow here's that kind of way now only but 2 in 1. Don't you feel say Kolano Makata like almost perception and that's all way of action be or Makasa no more she share teacher na like if you should say like
there's a school of thought I think say Nii Okai and also true but in another way no sakolano po ehunu say waba of form na so obe Bisa Kdei who you opinion e say otimi tunefo na wo che ne say oh ade o pese o ye no
chema obe very stay like say ni pa o kasa say be ma o
ye na em but say what's resistance what's like self-control now with me there I catch a call and say me oh yeah because when I paying for the two call say akola na ya de pone ana so on fa kwan pastor
see a people can say a penny tin pima akola ko winanka
exactly
can carry for account
it's not about the resistance but it's about self-control and then knowing that we open so ultimately they inflicted some kind of authority over the child. So akola no pese oye sample ultimately tian na o chen say oh enye say that's my point of view about this whole thing. But true in kola na omo balance say yeah omo boy like they don't help the case to like go like well yeah
like when them boy I mean
this generation ankasano we are made up of let me say the way I growing up no very very bad in terms of like social media no the social media now you growing up with no ama some practices be anka any for long time no ama
you see the social media and see like who care about technology now but
yeah
in your own terms that you said it is not favoring as an accident.
Very true it's not favoring us it's not favoring us
okay and I said would here for some direction be during your school time what mean your access to phone?
No, not at all. I mean, everyone
would you share like in your school time like if you can say during your school time no maybe a teacher be or to say be only or baby engine or proper like explaining my
and yes because say only obey now and I so say will be back
and during those time too there was discipline in the school.
Exactly there was a lot of
school
yeah
so like explain to us
the case of so okay we be born and so onya de adia teachers are sure say you school you discipline you go but this era no yes my go and kola no my nyom we my discipline no it's all good but there's another reason why ankasa dia nyama ni na no all those things were very necessary because currently the way that we've left the children sending phones to school and all that some of them do like very very bad things with their phones omo they no social media and videos TikTok now saying who share TikTok as for instance SS students in Kwan omo jihon mafa and omo ya there in Semfata. So if there was a way anka back those days no the way omo see training FI saying for phones and go school yeah this kind of things omo ya na say na the boy I think say and man nyama we ni nesi because in the first place omo for phone and go school nyama ense so omo hu internet ne so no omo hu and ade we ankan emba out because phone anywhere obey them only headmaster we go some we be and obey recording so all these things
but doing say with the help of this thing coming out and Amaye who say this is what's going on in the because as I said obi ni mama and papa omu kobre normal pesika e dia behwe ni ba na already not knowing say na ye picture akola no ye jame no ye trample no ye clamble no it was school more so don't you think say this thing just by say Bible no can say no matter what happens be I as na manyame so don't you think say in this so doing it has helped in some way of us knowing that this is what is going on now.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'll say that is the good side of them taking the phone to school. Ama nyama ehinta ewo secret as any na see I who say even though say him say sa nyama ni na esi that but ankenye say camera or the call phone or the call score ko yi video na nka ye hu say oh asimesi way NS ade na ebe to us here so yeah very good advantage of social media no.
Okay, so important this way like what do you think say is necessary say akola of this our age our here see this modern world our here see is this a necessity say was akola bia on phone like smartphone
so maybe you know make us say yes and no because any full yes answer and any full no answer. I think say me before I make grow up and make it a phone I had to reach a certain level a certain stage and sana Me papa wo beka so beto phone na mama. Na nse no be hu akola 3 years, 4 years. Onye ndu primary friends school mpo a e bia beka so be research bi wo fi ana say den but no kita phone. Say your other technology bi a yetimi Thomas and kola we mu ni na say e bia for studies and say for my friends saying knowledge a obetimi use your small iPad say the man kola we mu ni na all about kid stuff. But what as soon as I would the phone ebe sharp answer or the opportunity to go on the internet or the opportunity to do all the things I will as a grown up with me now and what affecting Kolano way so I think it's not a good idea in that aspect, but also it's a good idea because social media no in collaborate now or talent to show your more talents now there or social media express the good sides of their life and then all that, so that's also a yes on that side, so I can't say yes or no for that.
So in one way it's like 50-50 so here. Okay. What would the release of the Ghana Education Service about the incident in CM? Would the almost can say, I say. The education, the attention of the management of the Ghana Education Service was drawn to a viral video circulating on social media. Headmaster, assistant headmaster, any we know girl master. Now, say, according to them, no, almost say Ohemaa suspended headmaster, but who kind the whole form movie. Almost suspending headmaster. Are you cool with that decision? And son, are you cool with that decision? Yes, suspending headmaster.
I think, sir, for the first procedure, a very good decision, sir, on be suspended headmaster because put me and yet Sanyama we now still now that's why I was school because they are putting the other children at risk. So yes, it's a good idea.
Like a good thing. So my suspended headmaster, no.
Yes, yeah, good.
Like, but no, Ohemaa suspending like it's just a cool way, like Ohemaa suspending like that. According to how you explained from the beginning, sir, like I was say, make some statement.
Yes.
Say, and was it? I'm not as a penny or best idea. It's just suspension. It's an okay deal for such an offense.
I don't know the happenings. Nema is see here exactly because from the video, you can see Sir Kolano not a very very in consent of the thing our headmaster. So I don't know if I should put it as harassment and now abuse because if the girl wasn't in consent, the anchor, it makes me say a very simple sexual abuse and not sexual harassment. But from the video, you can't really tell if it was the backstory. Won't mean the backstory won't mean say sexual abuse and not sexual harassment. So me in my belief, anchor I was say about it me and cast papa because what he did is not right in the sense that he's an adult and can say so no money akola when you say no in fear be relations when you are there. So I feel like the best thing that should have been done was the police should handle this case, but because of me not knowing the whole backstory, make us say suspension for now is okay.
Okay. You are suspending no, and I ajay girl no so say girl no there. Obet me at school no so. What is your take on that? For girl no there, ajay no say obet me at school no so. But in this scenario, no, girl also was in the same act. Don't you think, say, leaving the girl like that, wabra, because in the form, whom baby are much as a girl, they are suspending and I said they are saying GS or 130 that in the form. Yeah. So does it mean say girl no there the part of leaving the girl, no say we are protecting our children, and I said, then, you know, it's the role playing there. Say, right, say, you better girl no there, sir, but say, teacher no surprise, you are suspending teacher no there. It's okay.
Well, in my opinion, no, I was so tribute Obama girl. No. That's what I think, because say your man some form of punishment. Yeah, it will feel like what she's doing is right. So I don't know what punishment or what level of punishment I able to every man has but if there's something they can do in case of like maybe she can also go for a suspension maybe for a while to rethink her actions and school so that she wouldn't go to other maybe assistant headmasters or teachers to go and repeat the act again. So the two people have to be suspended, yeah, so that they can learn from their mistakes. They have to go under some kind of punishment. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, but I don't know if the girl has been suspended. Another
no. She's from the documents there. Nothing shows that has been suspended.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Chipping for a friend saying, Honorable Sam George. Honorable Sam George. Nanuya na kofa ba you ono ani jejereje. Honorable Sam George. Nanse ya na etoja o say ono okwakokun ama Ghana for DSTV ne boy de I have multi choice. Ne boy de no. O say okwako Kuami Okwako defending as the gentleman himself. Yes. But agreements not the buy Agasano. Yes, or no, or Kwaku pay like or Kwaku pay a reduction, a price reduction about Amai. That was the main issue or the buy. That was the main issue of the buy. But later, I think Nanuya Eba no say there has been rather a constitution. How should I say, a value added up. And reduction now, okay, say 50%, and Banasa. What is your take on that? But before then, no, anytime Emma before NTA, every video, no, to your minister of communication. I Honorable Sam George and the comments are
if you upgrade you to the next one, we are grateful, but that's not what we want. We want a price reduction.
A few moments later,
said if you pay compact 380 Ghana cedis, you get much compact plus content. Upgrade you to the next one. We are grateful, but that's not what we want. We want a price reduction.
A few moments later.
Okay, Cinema. Honorable Sam George, for the beginning, at the 4 FA, or say, or no up pay, or the kind of this same way by condition by, or much say, or pay, additional value, which is like Ebia, Sanka, a more compact discs. Compact plus no for ABR 800 and I am now ABR 2 videos 2 channels I feel you be mouse compact plus no I'm like extra like 5 now so Honorable Sam George say there be me pay price reduction in yet me penny but later no almost that same way now by from what we check. What is your take on that? Like, will you take it? Say, Honorable Sam George, promise now or making mine from the beginning onset, like we failure now.
Men can say we fail totally because in some way we are fulfilling the purpose and the initiative of fire because
how
there's an explanation now, a video of him talking to one of the presenters on the TV, and he explained, say,
sorry, Miss Diana.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So he explained that say ebia say nanka who use compact and who subscribe on compactor. See I so about a certain amount. But say oko compact plus Compact Plus now will be to 570. That I know. The old price 570, and I said 5. I don't know the remaining amount also, but that amount now will be to for Compact Plus. That is now the amount for premium. You see, which premium was around 800 and something. So now it means that the premium being 800 and something, the reduction is that about the price of Compact Plus. So I feel like in all wasaye still we're fulfilling the initiative because they are still achieve the reduction in the prices of the value, like the value that we used to receive, and then now it has changed. It has approved because.
But the netizens are not okay. Netizens first say, who promising a thing, who be my 50%.
Exactly.
50% of it. It's a 50% of 580. It should be somewhere like 50% should be 290. But we are getting 380.
Well, I don't know that the negotiation between Sam George and then Honorable Sam George and then the multi-choice people, but I feel say after his my friend saying the initiative to give us 50%, I think say when he put it on board with the people, because they are also a private organization. I think so. I feel like as a private organization, the terms are almost customers and our customers no be follow. So almost person no matter. So almost but if
so that's to the citizens.
Exactly. So
okay.
The citizens no more say. Ukoto ade o ebia obi shop na so say ade na ye say a. Una obehwe say obetimi ato anase wontimi nto na wa ye den na wato. But so obi person oil reduction na say sa private company no so ate ase na say ono so man term say ebia obetimi allow it this. I think say we should also appreciate it because 50% na say improve 50% na exactly na say bi so ate a obetimi dey atop your tani ade ni we at least we you be amai na yetimi ayede ato aso. Yeah, I think that's fair enough, even though it's not fully 50% reduction, but it's cool. What are they think?
So in your own speech, which is incessantly I hear Honorable Sam George with the sense from the beginning now, or alliance of zeal against the DSTV and then the multi-choice person media maintain the reduction. Hopefully they say you are not in line with him.
In the first place, like I said, I don't know the negotiations I call between them.
Because Oka said they are private entity.
Yeah.
So as private entity, they have their own right to do whatever they want. And so citizen will be decided. But in your own terms, like how do you feel, Santa? 50% could have worked. If in some parts, like if I Honorable Sam George, and how fast I find one 50% of it my what do you like in your own way?
I don't think I have any particular idea about that, but if his initiative was 50%, I don't know why I went to me and 50% now the people. But I feel like even the whole thing is that 50%, if you are going for someone to reduce a price of a commodity, and then you want to go 50% full like that, it feels like an attack to the private entity, because they are also a service. They are providing service for people to also get income and then serve other people. They are workers and employees and other staffs. They also need some kind of like remuneration. You understand? So, and so say, young, like yet 50% need now, but after all, we 50% or we need 50% or we were just looking for a reduction. And I feel like he has gotten the goal. Just a reduction is fine. And then even though it's not 50%, I think some school of thought is that it's good. So we should accept it like that. Yeah.
Okay. The president went for UN announcing or call UN general meeting. Now, on making some significant speeches. Now, there is this part of it, or yes, Africans have been looked down upon. So, like Africa for no, the entire the maximum respect. Yeah, this I say like your baby one, your 2.4 baby one, like I say you have been degraded. Has it ever come across into your mind who feelings are like?
Oh yeah, because the history of Africans actually like back. No, it means the whites or Abofono, the foreigners, no, almost take advantage of us so much that CIA name the value of ourselves as Africans. No, you name we are very like yeah limited to so many things that we now don't even know the value of our own like the things that we can do, the power that we have. So yes, I think in some way he's right. He's right. Very right about it.
Okay. His Excellency. Okay. There is this video that say your friends the prophet Prophet Owusu Bemba or the can that can be over flashing back 2021. I will make it some prophecy be His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Want me engineer. But so Peninsula Emma your bonfire manner. Emma some kind of trending pictures be out 2024 and beside 2024 no like His Excellency John Dramani Mahama a call from Paiboama way more that can Williams more or when you now with your Musato so bonfire man Emma we need but Ghanaians say is for him to come to power for President John Dramani Mahama to come to power currently. No, it is a glory. And yes, yeah, will be a year, baby. In which sense, will you say that Prophet Owusu Bemba your own way and I am back, and I say, yeah, they're just in for glory.
Some part of me wants to feel like sometimes the prophets, the pastors, they almost can't. They just want to be recognized. Say, almost kind say. But in another way, the way you have explained it, it feels like Nii Okai a sign because or say one Kuami and find saying some bonfire mana. Obi tina eche na so share story we say send the whole catch me say me share story na me to say ebia send your can ebia say president anko man ya fan say good so bonfire man anka ebia on be the president but me say who say ebia anka say wan kwa still obi to be president so
In how
president no me ka say nyame kan but ya sha vote and the about because nipa ne ekoto obama obi esan be the president it no the modern born na say ejuma wa ya aso nkofo ni no e na ama wa ya den onya vote no say but say obi so tena eche obi tima ka say e bia still ensa ya de tone so bon power man e na ama wa be the president no it my take on that yeah that's my take on that
yeah so you accept the two say also for no let me bonfire so money ye
yes because bijinyami di pon so I feel like yes nyami betimi ayama adia ye hu no say e bia embe mu kwa no betimi abem yeah but still I feel like say nkofo ekobuti ya and the anything na we ni that's what I think too yeah
okay there is this Saturday ne way the Rapaholic show our pay but another for you young quick commercial break in Brazil. Okay, so Papa Damase, so more stay tuned. Newsarenagh GH. Okay, cinema. Yeah, quote to the next storyline. I Saturday any rapaholic show dancing Okoye. Won't say me about perform Kasa. Now, the perform HM said, because of Shatta Wale and show no year success.
Yeah, Matthew Bisa.
Like, but who here's what? Saturday has been doing this show. So, like, how will you let me say, put yourself in Saturday issue? Say, and perform actually say, sure, we with the help of Shatta Wale. But you name Shatta Wale. So, Shatta Wale is one guy. So, obviously, I don't mind in the chain and yes, but put yourself in the shoes of Shatta Wale. But before then, the show, you yourself, how do you see that show?
The show be from where I sat. Maybe I mean, I'm sure show. I think it was a success. It was absolutely successful because personally, I would say I haven't seen such a massive show like that in Ghana in a long while. Even though shows be pretty, but the effort and now I say like the impact that the show has had on people in Ghana, like these few days are show whereby the kind of support we in way now you say supporting support there, big actors, big friends and social media persons and TikTokers now they are gaining now. Everybody was really like supporting Sarkodie and everything, and then even at the show, the kind of
but the whole thing that was going on the media and said, most of them, you have to say out of 100%, like you must say 60% were voting for Shatta Wale. Said they came because of Shatta Wale.
It makes sense because
how did it make sense? Because who are hosting show now? In prefer basho now say hey, Bisa wine the hosting show. You say hey, like wine thing on mobile show now. I'm say main thing on mobile show. Wabra who now hosting show. How does it make sense? How
in the shoes of Sarkodie, I would feel very bad. But I also think about it in this way. Say the whole reason why I will invite you be about show. They say who person or no so the crowd tired. Because me could invite you will be say for instance ebia Obrafo then Obrafo fans will also want to come and see Obrafo say or performing and answer me invite tiny fans will also want to come and see. So this is logic that Sarkodie put Shatta Wale on the show. Shatta Wale fans will show up and then they are showing up in the name of Shatta Wale, but they are coming to Sarkodie's program. You understand? So program na me mashishem na Shatta Wale at that show this one. And also when you impact bianca ebia enye Shatta Wale po anka ebia na nipa no embasa. What I say it's all successful. Me I still think it's successful. Just that say Becca say ebia Shatta Wale agidin chain obia onanga say show me ono ani show no na Shatta Wale abeje ebia glory ni na say ebia ono no oye den or host show. But to me I feel like it's still a success. I still feel like
okay, so it's all for good.
It's all for good.
Okay. You find this last topic when wrap it up. Within this week, Ghana nurses for the midwives from Paul demo for 10 good months, bro. 10 good months. We yet you man now we get Aketia. Bro, Charlie, like you want to say, young living nurses in training and nurses for M2 assign. One cassa, when I say, we yet you man working place now. Aketia 10 months and buy now with 10 months. That's more say, Charlie, Kokofa waste pan on the bread.
You work one there. And they're fine crowd because friends say abuse. And I say abuse.
You can abuse.
Yeah, abuse of labor because
abuse of labor.
Abuse of labor. No, say quite Montana. People are being paid by per an hour. Obi juma. Each hour be a tiano by an hour. Say ni hours ni so a try to say hour why na Ghana no say enjoy by hour ampo obi timi ye ejuma over time obi timi ye ejuma more than the time I saw here, but at the end of the month sika enye even per an hour ampo sika enye per an hour na still like emba na say the oye den didi oye den taking care of himself na there.
But next minister no deputy minister for deputy minister of health be church muka say omuba aben for this 10 months no omuba hu says nyama enchedan koye in the financial aspects and I say na se kono enti the last quarter budget the financial minister eba be kind honor on allocate on budget to pay them. How do you feel about that? Say they are now coming to get a budget to allocate to the nurse and the midwives.
Yes, that's very bad because the whole Ministry of Health went to me allocate budget since the last 10 months.
Almost a money issue. Almost say like the term was.
It's too bad. Even somewhere issue, there has to be another second channel of paying your workers. If you don't pay your workers, how do you expect them to eat, survive, and then come to work, bro? Say, Nyame what you must say. Say, there's issue. Who coffee? Would you sika? Would you pay? Who na wenya issue? I want me to answer for. Would you sika? A coffee? Take care of yourself. Now, be enslaving for. Now because of there's an issue. But there's an issue. It doesn't make sense to me. If they are now going to work on something that has started 10 months ago, the whole Ministry of Health, they couldn't take care of it in a month. In a month, 2 months, 3 months. Now after 10 months, after Namubabe started a means of allocating a way to solve that problem. They are inefficient. That's what I was saying.
So we could say would it be right to say in that case no sakitiamba it see no say nurses now we back attending to them is an issue. No, do you think say it's an excuse?
That is not an excuse. So make say so when you have by Juma Kwan there, you necessary.
Now also I said say I will get can start your class say we want you for 10 months now you see papa spine about ubeja
and then ubeja but ma ebufono enko obia onyo hwe and na me person because say me yarela say be hospital na say wo yitia oka as a nurse na say wo yitia oka but still wa be Juma na say mo pass hwemia na say ebia wo bu ba be fumia then you are allocating your anger to the wrong person because obia wa ba session na say wo Juma mu a ese o hwe no send there wo be hwe no say send there yitia oka na because ene there enya ono na we yitia oka what I say ti ebufo no on yet ase na yet ase say wo ye Juma na say wo employer yitia oka dia wo befu so ka say ebia wo nye but say would be cool before so now ebia akonam so ama obi ahwe ne nko na say obi
no send there
yes but the best stress ma and cost because in Kwanya and hospital no ba ni na say be ba na ye ho atoy ti say sign bana say e Juma mu case sign the problem sign ebe to so adia employ ti yes mo pan say mo masai phone number on patient so
okay you find this last one if I trust na you find clear of one there was this lady one of the nurses lady no she agree na omo interview na o ka se be o say onu de o say eduabokwa na obobia say penyimfo bi a on betina o say omo entua edumanfo ka na edumanfo kombedi omo na omo be ko be ma che ni be ma kwa koda sa no manya sky dia to dwane edidi a ende nyame betua sa penyimfo no ka say omo be sorry Africa and asofo nyina aba no. Do you think do say yeah asem na say a lebi say even though say e kom wo ye tuaka before ba but is it right to say or kasasa like don't think say it's in a harsh way, in a harsh manner of approach.
A harsh way, but you better not see her. She's coming from a point of like what bread. Say
Frustrated.
why you frustrated? Say I am a pro so na say level now. Maybe I will cast him. Unyo be we are very controlled. Maybe I will be kasa now after. It no yen say all the fault is from her, but some of the fault is from the leaders not doing what they are supposed to do. It's ama ebia sa ebufo no ayede ama and ama with me anka say yeah. And you're right in the sense of obejina public now why yes are there, but we still have to give her a little bit of way because she's coming from a point of anger. Yeah, that's what I say.
Okay. Charlie, who has sent you on the touch like maybe a shout out to me and all if I'm stressful.
For mine, no, na idea it. Nya obey ya, ebe bo man. Now I also I'm work out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that must was say. I don't know. It says here I am down. Yeah, the baby see her. Now, the same subscribe to Newsarenagh GH. So that the latest we are not going to be under. The super bunny shelter, the other, yeah, the latest use of a smooth as the CIA and down. And for now, I have never did see it. Shelter. Goodbye.